I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Oren Zaslasky. He is CEO and founder at Flock Freight. And we also have Pat Dillon, CFO at Flock Freight. Oren, Pat, wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thanks for having us.
A pleasure. Now, before we get started, just a quick note to viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Oren, let's start with you. Tell me about Flock Freight. How did you get started?
Flock Freight is a freight tech company we built proprietary and patented technology in order to carpool and rideshare commercial freight. So currently shippers in the United States have two bad options. One is to either move their commercially manufactured goods across several trucks, several drivers, several terminals. It's really wasteful, slow, and inefficient. Or they could buy an entire truck but only get it half full, which is very environmentally wasteful as well as financially wasteful. Flock creates a rideshare or shared truckload solution for their goods.
Okay, so Pat, tell me, as CFO, how do you perceive the financial viability and market potential of shared truckload technology, considering its impact on the transportation and logistics industry as a whole?
Well, the first thing to know about this industry is that it's a very large industry. Everything in your home or in your office likely came on a truck. So in the US alone, the truck freight space is approximately $1 trillion. So the impact here is massive. And as Oren talked about today, shippers have to choose between two bad options. So the adoption for shared truckload has really been massive. And as we've started to be able to build the company and build a network-based business model, you can see the impact as the flywheel starts growing and each incremental shipper on our network adds value for the entire network and the overall ecosystem.
All right, now Oren, tracking and reducing Scope 3 emissions is a crucial goal for many companies striving for environmental sustainability. How does Flock Freight assist its customers in quantifying and reducing their carbon footprint in their supply chain?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. At the heart of our mission is finding and filling half-empty trucks. Unfortunately, in the United States, every other truck you see on the highway is half-empty. Again, big financial waste for a manufacturer or shipper to pay for an entire truck and only fill it halfway. From an environmental standpoint, you're going to burn the same amount of diesel fuel whether that truck is full or half-empty. Flock, we find and fill that empty space, we put more freight on board. We're able to demonstrate, quantify with our data to our customers and manufacturers that they only need to burn or consume as much diesel and create carbon to the degree that they have freight or volume on board. So we're able to show them about a 40% reduction in CO2 emissions through doing business with Flock and using our shared truckload products.
All right, and finally, Pat, Flock Freight has experienced impressive growth since its founding in 2015. What strategies have been instrumental in achieving this success? And what are your future plans to further expand and solidify the company's position in the market?
Well, for us, it's all been about focus. Since Oren founded the company in 2015, we've really been the only one that's been solely focused on this new shared truckload mode of moving freight and the benefits that it brings to both shippers and to our carrier community. And I think that served us well. It's an incredibly hard problem, as Oren was describing. You have to be able in real time to optimize thousands or hundreds of thousands of shipments and price those shipments, taking on real risk in order to better serve our customers. And that focus will serve us well as we continue into the coming years. For us in the future, it's about reducing friction and making it easier to do business with Flock Freight and continuing to grow our network.
All right, well, Oren, Pat, wonderful to talk with you both. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thanks for having us.